Okay, got a little sidetracked, and I told y'all this is like little mini flight attendant town. So I finally moved out of my uncle's basement to my apartment in Kew Gardens. Kew Gardens is like a little flight attendant town. Right now I'm sitting at this little pizza joint, about to get some pizza in my system, and my roommate lives like really directly across the street. Hold on, let me show y'all. So she lives right over there, the Golden Fountain Chinese restaurant, the little white door down there. That's where she lives. And we probably just walk like half a block down the street to where our new apartment is. So I'm gonna go wake her up and help her move her stuff in. We still actually need another bed for our bedroom. The girl that moved out left pretty much all the furniture that was in there, but it's only one bed, so we still trying to find another bed. The issue that we're having is that we keep finding beds, but we can't find anybody to deliver it to us at a reasonable price. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. We're just gonna have to figure it out. But I like it over here. I mean, there's lots of little shops on the corners, like everything that you could possibly need. And then there's a shopping strip with like all the nicer stores and Targets and all that stuff not too far away. And the best thing is that I won't have to take the bus as often anymore. Hopefully not at all. My airline has a shuttle that comes over here that picks us up once an hour to go directly to the airport. It's a free shuttle, so that'll cut out a lot of that busing that I've been doing and paying for Ubers and Lyfts, because I'll have access to that shuttle now. The only time the shuttle doesn't run, I believe, is between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m., but it runs throughout the rest of the day, so that's really, really good. So, once I eat this pizza, try to go wake her up, I'll give y'all a little tour of my new apartment, or I should say the room that we pay for. This is where I was just eating. I'm gonna do some walking, show y'all a little bit of what Kew Gardens is. That's the cleaners, where my uniform is right now. It's taking ridiculously too long. A pharmacy, Japanese cuisine, another cleaners. Y'all, like, everything is so close to each other. Like, there's 10,000s of the same thing on one street. So that's over there where I said my friend lives, but she's not answering her phone, so I'm gonna let her rest. It's a little market right here. Guess I'll probably be coming here to get my groceries and really start getting on my meal prep. I could totally bring Aspen, but I wonder how much this is. Oh my God, I'm really thinking about bringing Aspen now, because that's right down the street. It's right down the street. I could drop them off. Well, no, not until I'm off reserve. That doesn't make sense, Alexia. building right here. I'm up on the 3rd floor, but I'm gonna keep walking for now so y'all can see how close I am to the shuttle stop. But it's really nice out here. I like it. It's cute. Like, I would feel comfortable like going for a run down these streets and not like get attacked or something, like, I don't know, but you know, I worry about those things. But you know, it's just a whole different world for me. You don't see, where I live in my great city of Houston, you don't see people walking at all unless you're like downtown Houston and people are just walking to get to like events and bars and places and stuff, but people walk everywhere here. It's crazy. Coming up on the shuttle stop, and it's actually right over there where that young lady is standing with all her suitcases. The shuttle pulls up right exactly where these trucks are. Then you usually see a line of people just congregating and standing and waiting for the shuttle to come. So literally, like, what, that took me maybe a minute to walk here from where my apartment is. Anna! Okay, got a little sidetracked, and I told y'all this is like little mini flight attendant town. So I saw a classmate of mine and started walking with her and chit-chatting about how we're enjoying our life so far as a flight attendant. Today makes a month. Ooh. I've been a flight attendant for a month. Oh gee, that time flew by quick. So yeah, let me show y'all the rest of this little area. This is like the little aviation bar that everybody goes to over here. Like, everything on the menu is like named like by parts of the plane and like little things like that. I'm back to over here by where the shuttle comes and picks up. So yeah, that's really about it. And look at this baby, it makes me miss my doggy. Oh, so pretty. So you walk in, and this is our kitchen. I have to go buy plates and pots and all that stuff. Then back to the hallway. Have a little closet, coat closet. So this is our room. It's pretty much the way that it came. Let me pause my news. I'm still obsessed with, yeah, this is pretty much the way it came, except for my crap everywhere. So we're gonna try to figure out how we are going to rearrange it to be comfortable. Because like I was telling y'all, we still need to get another full-size bed, and I'm thinking that's just probably going to go up against this wall there, and yeah, that's really about it. We have a closet. As y'all can see, we have that rack right there for clothes. I was thinking about like getting some of those cloth containers and just putting them in these cubby holes and some of it there to make them like little dresser drawers, because we don't really have space for a full dresser. And then this is our living space, community space. It's a couch, little table, and then the restroom is over here. And that's about it, y'all. So adjusting is what I'm going through right now. Just a big life adjustment, but I'm blessed. I have somewhere to be, and it's not a crash pad, because I think I mentioned I'm not about that crash pad life. Let me tell y'all how reserve life works. So of course, as I'm in the middle of finding a bed over there, picking up the bed, I get called for airport standby. Ugh. So hopefully, no thank you, New York. So hopefully they use me, since I had to rush the hell up out of there. Anyways, to the airport I go. So it's 2:40 a.m. I just got back to the apartment from airport standby. I was not used, which I'm just happy. Well, I wasn't in the mood today. Like, let's just be honest, I really wasn't. But I wanted to show y'all this. Got back to the apartment, came in the room, and look. My roomie put her bed together. So I think I'm just gonna stay on this bed, and she's gonna stay on this bed. But we're gonna have to rearrange this because the door to the closet is open. We honestly weren't expecting to get a bed like this big, but the guy gave it to us for a steal. So I don't know, y'all. Any suggestions on what we should do? I really don't know. And where are the other two? Yeah, because so it can't stay this way, because the whole purpose of us getting this bed is because it had the storage drawers, and there's 4. So there's 2 on that side, 2 on this side, 2 for her, 2 for me, regardless of if that's her bed or not, whatever. So yeah, we're gonna have to turn it the other way. I'm pretty sure she left it like this for me to figure it out. I don't know why she's not here though. She was probably tired and didn't feel like bringing all her stuff. So this is the room, y'all. If y'all have any ideas of how we should lay the room out, let me know. Yeah, I have so much on my mind still, just with Hurricane Harvey. Like, I'm not sleepy. Like, I don't know. I don't even know, y'all. Craziness, just insanity, just a level of things that I would never expected, honestly. And then I'm just gonna vent and let y'all know. And then they were talking about my church. I go to Lakewood. I might have mentioned this before in a video or two. I don't really know, but I'm a proud member of Lakewood Church, and Twitter and Instagram just really went in on my pastor today, and it bothered me to my core. Like, usually on social media, like on Facebook and stuff, I'm the type that I don't get into all that political talk and where the pastor's at during, you know, natural disasters and major times of need. But the way they were trying to drag Joel Osteen for something, oh, I was saying we were probably going to get rid of this little rocking chair, but I don't think so. I just sat right in it, and it might have to stay. But yeah, the way they were trying to drag Joel Osteen for not opening the doors of the church, let me try to figure this out the best way without it sounding like an excuse, because it's not an excuse, but at the end of the day, in my mind, and if you disagree, then you just disagree, whatever, but I'm a volunteer at Lakewood Church. I've been volunteering there for about 2.5 years. I've been a member of Lakewood Church since my mother and stepfather got married, and I was 14 then. I'm 29 now. So, been a member of it for a very long time. Decided to start volunteering a few years ago when I felt like my attendance had started slipping and I needed to hold myself accountable to going to church every Sunday. That was just a personal thing for me. So that was what I did. I was also going through another life tribulation at that time. Maybe I'll tell y'all about it one day, but just not tonight. There's just too much to be thinking about. But, so yeah, so I've been volunteering for a long time, and Lakewood's a huge church. It holds about the capacity of about 16,000 to 17,000 people in that church, right? The church is our old basketball stadium in Houston, Texas. So if you can just imagine that where the Houston Rockets used to play is now where Lakewood Church is. On any given Sunday, well, let me say weekend, not just Sunday, weekend, you have about easily 3,000 to 4,000 volunteers making the church run smoothly. But long story short, Lakewood is on one of, if not the busiest highways in Houston, 59, going south. Or is it north? Anyways, he's on 59, Southwest Freeway is what it's called. One of the busiest highways in Houston, Texas. And anytime it rains, any major flooding in Houston, Texas, Lakewood closes its doors out of the safety for its congregation, its members, you know. Oh, I'm just frustrated thinking about it, honestly, with all the negativity that I was reading online today. This is why social media and online can be a blessing and a curse. I swear it. There was no way to get to Lakewood Church a few days ago. With all that rain, there's just no way to get there. Now, recently, I guess the rain has receded close to Lakewood and some of those areas, and you might be able to physically drive through those roads now and get there safely. But a few days ago, that wasn't possible. The church may not have been flooded. I still don't know 100% facts on if it really was flooded or if it wasn't flooded. But the fact of the matter is that if you can't get to the church, then that can't be a shelter for anyone, because you don't want to injure yourself or die just trying to get to the shelter. That don't make no sense. Secondly, even if you were to get to the shelter, all the parking at Lakewood, majority of the parking at Lakewood is underground. That's not smart when you currently have flooding going on all around the city. Thirdly, you need volunteers to run this shelter. You need resources. You need the water. You need food. You need clothing. You know, this flood was not planned. You know, this wasn't Noah building the ark. Like, you know, he didn't have this planned out ahead of time. Like, this flood hit, and it hit hard. That was just a lot of my frustration tonight when I was sitting at the airport on airport standby, and I was just reading all the crap that people had to say and how Joel isn't the man that he portrays himself to be. And then on top of that, like, I mean, God, give the man, let the man, you know, grieve the situation. And you don't know what's going on in his own household. You don't know, what his situation is. I just feel like it's always people talking that don't know what they're talking about. That's the best way that I can say that. You've never stepped foot inside of Lakewood Church one day ever in your life, and you feel like you should know how this ship should be ran, and you don't. You need the manpower, you need the resources to do things like that. So they berated him like crazy, and now, of course, they are finally preparing to open up the doors to the church to the people in need. But of course, they think that's only happening because Twitter decided to drag him like filth. Ridiculous. But I personally don't believe that's why the doors are being opened now. I think that was always a plan, but I do think you needed to give the church time to assess the situation and see if it was going to be a smart and logical decision to open the doors of a church that is in the middle of a flooding area. First off, is that smart or not? Let's make that decision. Secondly, how are we going to get our volunteers and people here that, will need to help run the situation? He can't do it by himself. You need a lot of people to help run that type of situation if they're going to do that. So they have to figure that out, All the volunteers are flooded in their houses themselves. The people that usually volunteer at Lakewood and would give everything they could are stuck in their own homes. So I could go on all night about this. I'm not saying what I'm saying is 100% truth and I'm right, but I think I'm right. I just feel like people should be a lot more self-aware and self-conscious of the things that they are saying about others. Let me just be done with this little topic right here. But yeah, back to the whole purpose of this video was to show y'all my new living area. I'm not going to call this home. It's just going to be my new living area. I will be here a lot. I'll be here often. But yeah, this is it. So I guess I can start getting comfortable. But Houston, Texas is always going to be my home. Flooded with water or not, that's home to the day I die. So yeah. Thank you all for listening to me rant for the past couple of days. I know it's probably annoying. But that's just what's been on my mind, and y'all be listening, so I'm gonna keep talking. Oh gosh. Please keep all of Texas in your prayers. Please keep Louisiana in your prayers as well. I don't know if y'all were keeping up with any of that today. New Orleans is it's been raining all day there, and y'all know what happens when it rains all day in New Orleans. It's pretty much just like Houston. They flood. Just keep these states, in your specific prayers. We need it, y'all. We need it for sure. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoy my videos, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Like the video, share the video. I look forward to really seeing this channel grow. It has been growing, and I appreciate all the love. But until next time, talk to you later. Okay, so I did a little bit of rearranging before I went to bed. I told y'all I wasn't tired. So let me show y'all what I did. What do you think? So, this chair is kind of in an awkward spot, but I just wanted to make the best use of the space for the room. I don't know, we may have to get rid of that chair because it's just awkwardly just there. But so I turned the bed the other way so we can access all 4 drawers. And there's just enough walking space here for us to walk by if need be. The door to the closet opens perfectly. And then these drawers you have access to. This one is gonna bump up to here a little bit, but I think that will still be alright. So, yep, this is the crash pad. I feel like we need some art on the wall or something. This is not a crash pad. I call this a crash pad. This is an apartment because I don't do crash pads. But hopefully I'll be here for a while. Hopefully the cold weather, New York cold weather and snow doesn't run me to Fort Lauderdale. But yeah, for real. Good night this time. Bye.